Welcome back to the next part of creating a 2D platformer using libGDX. Today what we're going to be doing is we are going to be concentrating on setting up the in-between next stage level. So last time we implemented stage 1 to stage 2. Now this time we are going to be creating like almost a pause screen, and so the player actually has to say, oh yeah, I want to go to the next level. Now I've created some temporary buttons. Eventually I'll make these all pretty, and I'm just going to be using game graphics. At this time, I'm not actually going to be using anything, I'm not going to actually use text right now, and we'll actually do a tutorial on text later. But we're going to be using congratulations and next level. Next video we're going to be talking about dying, game over and restart, and the video after that we should be doing the main menu. So I'm going to close this out, and we are going to be doing pretty much everything that we are going to be doing in coolguygame.java. So we're going to come over here, and we are going to be doing some major changes to this particular code here. Now the code that the reason why we are making all these changes is now we're going to be adding almost like states into this particular program. And I know we can also do this with scenes. However, again, this is an intro level tutorial, so we are going to be doing in my next series we'll actually talk about how can we break up our game into scenes so we have a little bit more flexibility, and our code doesn't become a code wall of just text. So anyway, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a private variable called int game state, and the game state is going to be at 2. Now 1 is going to be the main menu, future reference. 2 is the main game. Okay. 3 is next level screen, and 4 is the game over screen. Now to make this a little bit easier on us, what we're going to do is we're going to come down, and we are going to be creating a couple methods here. We're going to public void main menu. Nothing's going to be there. Public void main game, and we are going to be doing a big copy paste right there. Public void next level, and then we do public void game over. Boom. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take what we currently have in render, and we are going to be putting it in main game. So we're going to take all this, everything that we have in render so far, we're going to cut it out, and we are going to place it into main game. Now that's perfect. So first thing we're going to do here is we want our game to work how it used to. So we're going to do a switch statement, and we're going to do this dot game state. Case 1 we don't care about just yet, but it's main menu. Case 2 dot main game break. Case 3 next level break. Case 4 this dot game over break. So those are our game states, and depending on what game state we're currently in, that's what's going to display for us. So if I actually run this, it shouldn't have changed the game at all. See, we still come into this state, and if we win the game we still go over to level 2 and so on. Now, what we're going to have to do with this is now we have to change some of the states. And going back to the game, we're going to actually be working on next level this time. So we're going to come all the way down here, and we want next level to display the actual screen, but we don't want them to have any of the controls. So we're going to take I'm going to take everything and just show you what to delete. So we're going to take all this again, copy, and we're going to paste it in here. Now, we do not want our touch controls, so we're going to delete that. Okay, we do not want our keyboard presses, so we're going to delete that. We do not need the camera updating, so we're going to delete all that. Okay, now changing the we do not need any of the collisions. We do not need the actually we don't need any of this. So let me get rid of the collision part, and we don't even need the character to update. See? Boom, done. Now, and I'm going to comment these out because we don't need it just now, and we're going to get rid of this. Boom. So essentially all this does here is it freezes the game. When you win, you will freeze the game. So we come over here, we collect our coin, we jump over this thing, we jump on top of that, we jump here, we jump off, and we run here, and our arrow should disappear, and it freezes the game. Huh, that did not freeze the game. We didn't set it to display 3. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to go back over here, up here, and where it says change level. We no longer need to change the level, we needed to change it to just the game state. This dot game state equals 3. So now it should go back and do that. So we jump over here, jump over the spikes, jump up over up here, la 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 la. I should make this level a little bit shorter, but okay. Now we froze the game. The game is frozen. So it's still running perfect, but it's now into state 3. So we're going to go inside a cool game, and we're going to load up our assets of our menu buttons. So coming all the way up here to the top inside of our create method, we're going to create a few more things. So we're going to have a rectangle called menu button 1. We might need more of those later. We're also going to create a new sprite called menu congrats and menu next. And for the texture, we're going to do menu or menu button text. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to load our new texture. Menu button text equals new texture gdx.files.internal, and then we're going to do sprite slash menu buttons.png, and then we are going to do menu congrats equals new sprite menu button text. And in this one here, the height for congrats is at 40, and it's a 256 width, and it's going to be about 30 pixels tall. Menu next is equal to a new sprite, and that's going to be menu button text again, and it's 0, 120. That's just where I find it in the actual sprite sheet. When you're using your own, just make sure that you guys are referencing the right images. Now, the last thing that we need to reference is our menu button 1, which is a rectangle. Menu button 1, and it's a new rectangle. And it's going to be at 0, 0, and we're going to do 256 by 30. Now, when we come down here to, into our main game, this is the original main game. When we do this, we need to shift everything into the right position, because we've moved the camera around quite a bit during gameplay. So the first thing that we need to do is this dot button1 menu dot x. Okay, that is going to be equal to the player1 dot get hitbox dot x minus we're gonna do 100, or actually we'll do 50, and then this dot menu button 1 dot y is going to be equal to 200. The next thing that we're going to be doing is we need to move the sprites. So we're going to do sprite dot set dot position. I forgot, it's not sprite, it's this dot menu congrats. We're going to do congrats dot set position, and we are going to do player1 dot get hitbox dot x minus 100, and we're going to do 250 on that one. This dot menu next dot set position, player1 dot get hitbox dot x minus 50. This one's going to be the one that matches the rectangle, because we're going to want to touch this particular text. So we have that, and I think that might be good. So we're going to hit save. We're going to run this, and now instead of it's going to freeze the game, but it actually, nope, I lie, because we didn't do anything on display 3. So we're going to come down here, and we just need to draw our two sprites. So we're going to do this dot menu congrats dot draw batch, this dot menu next dot draw batch, save, and this should freeze it with the text on the screen. So we're good there. Jump over this, jump over that, jump over this, blah blah blah, and we make our way to our flagpole. Find the flagpole, and it says congratulations, next level. Okay, and I want to click here, and I want it to go to the next level. Fair enough. So the way we're going to do this is we need to actually make sure it touches. So if touch dot overlaps, and then we're going to do menu button 1, if that's okay, then we actually do what we originally planned to do. Is we say we load the new level, okay, and then we return the game state back to 2. So now when we run it, we're going to run over here. We're in game state 2. We're in game state 2 still. We're going to run all the way to the other side. Our controls get disabled. Now we click on next level, and now we're at the next level, and our controls are back re-enabled. I don't have another way of actually going to the next level. There's only 2 levels on this, and this level is pretty much what you're looking at right here. Is just this pillar. So next time what we'll do is we'll talk about getting the main menu in and the game over screen. So It's very, very similar to what we just did here. So anyway, good luck, and